Hi, I'm Johnny B, and welcome to McKinney ISD Sports Talk as we take a look at Week 2 of the 2014 football season. And we go take a look now at the McKinney North Bulldogs, joined by head football coach Mike Fecci. Coach, good to see you.
Good to see you, Johnny.
Coach, 2 Thursday games, but 2 wins. You get a 49-35 win over Little Elm. And this game had, as we talked about in the postgame show, a funny rhythm. You opened up like you were going to blow them out. You were up 35-7 at one point. And then it was like play-by-play. You really had to battle.
Right, it was. I thought we came out of the gate fast, scored fast. We did get that big lead, and what we got to learn how to do. Everything's about a learning process. These first 3 games, we got to learn how, if we are fortunate enough to get a lead like that, how you then go finish somebody out and put them away. And ultimately in the end, we did do that. We did go over there to be 2-0, and that's what we came out of there with. But there are some glaring things to work on from that game.
Talked about Nick Hutchins' development. You moved him from the defensive side of football into quarterback. After 2 weeks, not bad. This game, 11 of 16, 2 touchdowns. He also rushed for 105 yards. You got to be very pleased with his development.
Yeah, very pleased. He's done a great job. I mean, he really has. We knew athletically he was going to be very successful, but could have come down to reading stuff. Last week against Newman Smith, I thought he read the secondary very well. This week he read his run reads very well and was able to pull the ball on some of our zone read stuff and make good choices and then go be him with the ball.
Do you think one of the things that's helped his development, Coach, is that he's been on that other side of the football? He was an outstanding safety. He knows what those safeties are thinking, linebackers are looking at, what the defense looks at. Having been on side of the ball, you think that's helped him?
I really do. I think it does. And I've said this before. Nick's a throwback. I call him a throwback kid. He could play anywhere. He could play inside receiver, outside receiver, defensive back. He could probably play running back. He's just kind of a throwback kid that's just a good, solid football player. But there's no doubt when you've played 12 games at a safety spot in our district, you're going to have seen lots of different things and experienced lots of different things that I'm sure is benefiting him right now.
Surprise, you saw 8 people in the box against Ronald Jones, okay? But again, little things that they do well, Nick and Ronald together.
Right.
One of the things Ronald has done outstandingly that'll never show up in a stat book is sell that fake. On the first touchdown, I think he faked out the entire stadium.
Yeah, he did. He faked me out. I still never even saw Nick even hand the ball to the official. And next Nick's running off and they're putting a touchdown sign up, and I had no clue what happened. Great fake by Ronald and a great job by Nick of reading it for sure.
Of course, when other players step up and you have success throwing the ball, it's eventually going to open up Ronald Jones, and we saw it. He broke through 12 carries, 129 yards, and vintage Ronald Jones, a 70-yard TD run.
Right, that was where that was the old Ronald, and we finally got to see it, and it was nice.
All right, let's take a look at some highlights from the game against Little Elm. And again, Thursday night games, so you guys, short practice week.
Yeah, it was. It was a short week. Those are nice, but at the same time, we're excited about getting in a 3-game week. This is a great job throwing the ball out there to Miguel Hudson and letting him go be an athlete.
That's the one good thing. Everybody's stacking that box. Nick has got to be able to throw that football. He's done that successfully.
He has. This is another good. You don't really get to see this catch, but a really good catch by Gabe Constantine. Great concentration level. Gets us a touchdown right there.
Yeah, he took it right out of the DB's hands there.
He did. This is Ronald's first touchdown of the year. Makes a great cut, gets his pad level down, gets in, and, it's the hardest one to get, that first one. That's what I told him, and, you'll see he gets one here in a little bit.
Defensively, of course, you talk about Justin Matabuke. He clogs up that middle, but when he does that, your team has really gotten to the football.
They have. They're running the ball well. This may be Ronald's long run here. They run the ball well, and they do things well. I was real proud of them for that. We've got to do some things better, obviously, and we're going to work on that this week.
Great about that touchdown. Not only did he get space, he broke 4 tackles there.
He did. He started running through his tackles again and doing things that he's been accustomed to doing. It's a good job by Matabuke getting penetration and tripping that kid up.
All right, one of the things, and I'm going to quote you in one of your great quotes in our postgame show, you said we got to do a better tackling. Let me quote you, Coach Fecci. My 9-year-old daughter is standing here, Johnny, and she could tell you we need to tackle better.
Yeah, we do. We need to tackle better, Johnny. I mean, and that's something you're going to see early in the year, because when you practice, it's hard. You don't practice, full speed, 48 minutes of tackling. You have tackling drills that you do. You have team segments and inside hole drills that you do where you can simulate as close as you can to the speed of the game. But we don't go one-on-one, our one offense against our one defense. We just don't do that. We'll do some 2-on-1 type stuff, but we just got to get better at it. It's just something we've just got to keep on working on. You see glimpses of it. I mean, our kids know what to do. They know how to do it. They just got to go out there and execute a little bit more.
All right, you got Pearce this week, and they run a very up-tempo offense. They want to get to the ball. They want to snap it. What do you see from them that gives you a challenge on both sides of the ball?
Lots of challenges. Randy Robertson and those guys at Pearce have been together a long time over there. They've got a tremendous system in place, offensively and defensively. They will do that. They're going to try to run as many plays as you can. And the trick with them is it's kind of like playing option football, Johnny, in my mind. In fact, you have to be very disciplined against Pearce. They're going to try to make you jump off sides, and if you jump off sides, it's automatic 4 verticals out of the receivers, and they throw it up, and they get a free play out of it. And we saw that against South Garland the other night. They did that twice, got 2 touchdowns out of it. So we got to play disciplined football up front. We got to stay in our pass rush lanes. We obviously have to get heat on the quarterback when we can, but we got to stay in our pass rush lanes, and we can't let that guy scramble, because when he scrambles and gets outside the pocket is when I think he becomes even more dangerous than he is when he's in the pocket. He does a great job of when he's scrambling, he's looking downfield, he's looking to hit a home run on you with somebody. And, when you throw the ball like they do, their receivers understand the scramble drill, and that is if I'm deep, I come short, and if I'm short, I go deep, and they do those things. And they're a big challenge. Defensively, they've been a 3-man front for years. They're a 4-man front now with 4 good-looking guys, and we're going to have to go out and control the line of scrimmage, execute what we do offensively, try to up our tempo. We haven't gotten in that rhythm yet where we've been able to go at the speed we want to go at, so we need to try to get that done this week.
Is it still for Nick taking what the defense gives you? Because I don't think it's going to be any surprise from this point on that the box is going to be stacked.
Yeah, it will be. It's going to be stacked, and it's just taking what's there. It's Coach Harden and our offensive coaches who've done a phenomenal job the last 2 weeks of come up with a plan for Nick and then get Nick to understand it. I anticipate them doing that again this week, and Nick's just going to have to go out. The trick now is you play 2 great weeks like that. Don't go out and do more than what you've been doing. You've had some success. You've done well for 2 weeks in a row. Go back and figure out what made you have success. Well, I just do. I take. You've said it many times. Take what's there. Don't do more than what you can do and need to do, and he'll do that, and we'll hopefully have some success.
Great start, 2-0. Best of luck this week.
Thanks, Johnny. Appreciate it.
Coach Mike Fecci from the McKinney North Bulldogs on MISD Sports Talk.